How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Another company just put Bitcoin on their balance sheet, just accepted Bitcoin as a new store of value, as a new Treasury reserve asset. I want to cover that. And the funny thing is, I actually talked about this company yesterday. I don't know, that timing's interesting, but I made a video and half of the video was me talking about this company saying that I thought it was undervalued. Now, this company is also partnered with the channel, not in today's video, but on yesterday's video. It's being covered all over the place today, from Bitcoin Magazine to Bitcoin Archive to Dylan LeClaire. But I talked about it, like I said, for 7 minutes in yesterday's video, covering why I thought it was undervalued, the big potential it had in front of it. This was at $1. Now it's at $1.43. Okay, so it's moved up a lot since I made this video. A lot of this is due to the news of their new Bitcoin strategy. They've also said that they're going to buy back shares. So I want to cover this and also go through just the massive change that has happened with so many companies now announcing that they're going to accept Bitcoin as their main treasury asset. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one. Also, if you do want to trade crypto, there's a link to Margex underneath the video. Again, you can trade over there, maybe amplify your returns. They also are doing a big airdrop right now, up to $5,000 in Book of Meme token. Also, I'll leave a link to CoinW as well underneath the video, where you can trade. If for some reason you don't want to trade on Margex, you can trade over on CoinW. They also allow you to trade not just futures, but spot crypto as well. I'm going to be doing a video with one of their pro traders here in the next few days, and you can get access to free pro traders when you use the links underneath the video. Now, Defi Technologies just announced that they have repaid an additional $5 million in loans. Their subsidiary, so they have the prized possession of their business, just repaid a $5 million loan, and now they have AUM that has creeped up. So in case you didn't watch the video yesterday, I will put this on the end screen, but basically this is the parent company, Defi Technologies. They own a handful of other companies, or own partially or fully these different companies. Again, I did a much better explainer of this yesterday, but think of it as like a Berkshire Hathaway, where they hold other companies, and they have one main company that has a lot of funds, ETPs over in Europe. They have attracted a lot of AUM because they don't have all the access to different cryptos that we have here, and some institutions want to get their hands on it. So they allow you to buy various cryptos, not just Bitcoin, and buy different funds. So they just made an announcement last Friday, I believe it was, that they are going to buy back shares. Now they're making an announcement today that they are purchasing 110 Bitcoin for their treasury. Now, let me do the math real quick. At the time of this recording, that would be worth about 7.7 million, I believe. So they're buying a bunch of Bitcoin for their corporate strategy. I covered it yesterday, as I said. Let me play this one little clip, just explaining my overall thoughts before we even dove into the content and some of the money they're making. Let me just play this for you. I found one that's up 90%, 91% year to date, and I think it's undervalued significantly. It's actually up almost 20x in the last year. It's done absolutely insane. It's really interesting, though. It's Defi Technologies. They are a company that's printing money. I'll explain why they're undervalued. They are. Okay. So I go into the bull thesis on it, or the explanation for the company. But overall, it is interesting to see another company accepting Bitcoin as their treasury reserve. Okay. Now, what does this mean exactly? Well, it's another company that's going to be taking some of their profits. And this one's interesting because they make money within crypto from different funds and various other things too. But they're making money from altcoins and putting it into Bitcoin, just like a lot of people do that, right? And by that, I mean they're taking money that they're making from various ETFs and assets under management, staking. So they stake a lot of their cryptos in the ETPs, and they're putting it back into Bitcoin. Now, a lot of other companies recently have announced something similar, that they are going to be putting their treasury assets into Bitcoin, or they're going to take their treasury and put it into Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, obviously the OG doing this. We've seen Square and Tesla do this with part of their balance sheet, but more recently we had Metaplanet come out and announce that they're buying a bunch of Bitcoin. We had companies like Semler Scientific buy 581 Bitcoin, then an additional $17 million worth of Bitcoin. We have smaller companies, mom and pop shops like Beck and Bulow and Kansas City Cattle Company like Butchers that are now putting their treasury assets into Bitcoin or converting their treasury over to Bitcoin. What does this do? Well, the price of Bitcoin hasn't changed a lot over the last couple months, but continues to buy back Bitcoin from the available sellers. I mean, think about it this way. I like to think of things as extremes. Imagine this continues to happen and we have more and more companies, thousands of companies putting their treasury into Bitcoin. These are companies that aren't going to use this money very soon, right? I mean, what do you use your treasury for as a company? Well, you use it for opportunities, I guess. So if you think there's some big opportunity for expansion, okay, you could use it for that. Use it for emergencies. So you have some big leak at your butcher and it ruins half of your equipment. Well, you probably have to buy equipment right away, and then insurance will pay you back in the meantime. So that happens every so often, not very often though. So when you think about it, companies that are willing to buy Bitcoin right now as a treasury asset, I don't think they're thinking there's a better option for investment right now. They obviously are putting their money into Bitcoin because they think that's a bigger opportunity than, spinning up another location or putting it all into sales people to try to sell your product more. No, they're putting it into Bitcoin because they think that's where the opportunity lies. So there goes number one. Number two, like I said, emergencies. How often does an emergency happen at a big company like MicroStrategy? Never. They have so much money, a flood would not cause them any trouble at one of their offices. Kansas City Cattle Company, right? How often are they going to have some big emergency? Maybe once every couple of years. If you think about it from a household perspective, like how often do you use your emergency fund? It depends who you are, I guess, but like I've never dipped into our emergency fund, right? I've never had to. There have been little things that have come up here and there, but I can cover that without dipping into the original emergency fund. So a lot of these entities that are buying Bitcoin are buying it for the long term. They're like MicroStrategy. They've said they don't ever plan on selling the Bitcoin. Like they just had a problem where they had a lot of cash. They were making a lot of cash. They kind of ran out of places to invest it. So they were just holding it. They could decapitalize. They could pay it back to shareholders or, go buy back their shares or something like that, which is what a lot of big companies do. But they decide to go buy Bitcoin with it, and it's done extremely well for the business. And the crazy thing is this adoption of public companies now buying Bitcoin, using it as their primary reserve asset, it's getting quicker and quicker. Like at first we had MicroStrategy do this. Then maybe a couple months later, we had Tesla and Square announce that they were just buying some Bitcoin, not that they were going to continuously buy Bitcoin. And then we had Coinbase and Tether announce that they're going to take part of their profits and go and buy back Bitcoin to put on their balance sheet. So that's something that a lot of people don't remember either. They're printing money at those two businesses. But then just a couple months ago, we had Metaplanet. And then around the same time, we had Butchers. And then we had Semler Scientific just a week or two ago announced. And now we have DeFi Technologies. Like it's happening faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And this is just going to continue, taking more Bitcoin off the market, just taking it from willing sellers that, aren't in it for the long term, locking it up for a very long time, maybe never selling it, right? So eventually this just continues to diminish the supply. We've seen supply and exchanges go down and down and down, and it makes the next move that we have to the upside more explosive. So I'm really excited to see this. Again, if you want to check out this video where I go through the business, like the underlying business and why I thought it was attractive, you can check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts I'll see you in the next video.